Imagine the sheer relief flooding through Anfield as Liverpool Football Club shattered their dismal losing streak with a hard-fought 2-0 triumph over Aston Villa. But Liverpool icon Steven Gerrard uncovers what he sees as the real triumph beyond the scoreline. This victory wasn't just about the points. It was a lifeline for a team staring down the barrel of a club record they desperately wanted to avoid. Dive in with me to explore how this win breathed new life into Liverpool's season, spotlighting the pivotal roles of two star players, and why Gerrard's insights might just spark a heated debate among fans and pundits alike. Liverpool, under the guidance of head coach Arne Slot, entered Saturday's clash feeling the weight of immense pressure. The Reds had endured a brutal stretch of 6 defeats in their last 7 matches across all competitions, putting them on the brink of equaling an embarrassing club record, losing 5 consecutive Premier League games for the first time since the 1953-54 season. That's a stat that would have haunted the club for decades, highlighting just how dire things had become. But here's where it gets controversial. Had Liverpool faltered against a surging Villa outfit, the fallout could have intensified calls for Slot's head, with some voices already whispering about his future. Yet, fortune favoured the brave that day at Anfield, Liverpool's iconic stadium steeped in history and passion. In the opening exchanges, the Reds dodged a bullet by steering clear of conceding an early goal, a pattern that had plagued them recently. Then, pure luck played its part when Aston Villa's goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez made a baffling pass straight into the path of superstar Mohamed Salah, who calmly slotted it home for Liverpool. This wasn't just any goal, it marked Salah's 250th for the club, a milestone that sent Anfield into raptures and symbolised a turning point. Building on that momentum, the second half saw Ryan Gravenberch capitalise on a fortunate deflection to extend the lead to 2-0. Suddenly, Liverpool started looking like the dominant force that had stormed to the Premier League title in Slot's first season as manager. Across the pitch, players whose confidence had taken a hit began to shine again, delivering performances that reminded everyone of their championship pedigree. For Gerrard, a living legend who once captained both clubs, the most crucial aspect of this win wasn't the clean sheet or the goals, it was the renewed smiles on the faces of two indispensable players, Captain Virgil van Dijk and talismanic forward Mohamed Salah. Speaking on TNT Sports post-match, the former Villa boss emphasised, most importantly, the two most important players in Liverpool's squad, Van Dijk and Salah, are both back smiling. Van Dijk is grinning thanks to the clean sheet and our solid defending tonight, while Salah, the star man, netted the goal and is beaming with joy. Those two are essential for this team's future success. We challenged them before kick-off to step up, and they've delivered. To clarify for newcomers to football, a clean sheet simply means keeping opponents from scoring. It's a big deal for defenders, showing resilience and organisation. Van Dijk and Salah aren't just good, their legacies at Anfield are etched in glory, having led the team to countless victories. But recently, as Liverpool's form plummeted, both Slot and these veterans faced harsh criticism for their roles in the slump. Van Dijk, ever the composed leader, addressed the backlash head-on after securing only the Reds' third shutout of the season. He referenced comments from Manchester United legend Wayne Rooney, who suggested a leadership void at Liverpool. Just to respond to this particular player, obviously a legend and an inspiration to many, I can only speak positively, but I view that remark as somewhat superficial, Van Dijk stated. It's my personal take. It's easy to point fingers at the older squad members, but he knows, as everyone does, that we work as a unit to overcome challenges. Last year, when things were going well, no one mentioned it. That's just how it is. Pundits have a job to do, so we accept it. No hard feelings at all. And this is the part most people miss. Salah, often hailed as one of the Premier League's all-time greats, fired back in spectacular fashion with his second goal in consecutive matches, boosting his season tally to 5. He embraced Gerrard after the game and shared his thoughts on TNT Sports. I mentioned early on that this season has been tough for us. We've brought in some excellent new players through smart signings, but they need time to gel with the team. We've also said goodbye to key figures, so adaptation is key. We must learn each other's styles, and then we'll be back on track. It's a reminder that team chemistry isn't built overnight, especially in a high-stakes league where instant success is expected. Slot, no doubt, is pinning his hopes on that cohesion after navigating his most turbulent period at the club. Gerrard, who staunchly defended the Dutch coach pre-match by dismissing sack rumours as utter nonsense, offered more praise afterward. With a packed fixture list ahead, hosting Real Madrid on Tuesday and facing Manchester City on Sunday, Gerrard praised Slot's composure. "I believe he's managed the recent tough times exceptionally well. He's remained level-headed under enormous strain, as have his players. That's the reality at Liverpool Football Club, particularly after clinching the title. You can't coast on past glory, you have to aim for more trophies. He's done a stellar job, and this victory deserves credit, but the demands keep coming. In just 2 days, the pressure ramps up again, as beating Real Madrid is the expectation. Now, let's stir the pot a bit. Is criticizing seasoned players like Van Dijk for a team's struggles fair, or does it unfairly shift blame from collective issues? And what about Arne Slot? Is he truly the steady hand Liverpool needs, or should the club consider fresh leadership amid the chaos? These are debates that divide fans, with some arguing that experience brings stability while others push for bold changes. What are your thoughts? Do you side with Gerrard's unwavering support for Slot, or do you think it's time for a shake-up? Share your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your takes and spark a lively discussion.